Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. It's the end of another Friday. The weekend is here. I'm so excited. I can't even believe I'm doing 2 videos in one day, but please don't get used to it. So you guys, I said I would be doing a part 2 because yesterday, or should I say last night, Katie Joy did 2 lives on her channel. The one was just utterly sad, which she actually removed, deleted or privated. I have no idea, but I did get the full video and we spoke about that in the previous video. I also linked that one down below if you don't know about it. And also the one we're going to talk about today is the worst day ever. You guys, before we go any further, this is just me. This is just my feelings. You know, when something bad is going on, for instance, what went down on Wednesday at the Capitol. It was so sad. It was actually unbelievable. I literally turned my phone off because family members were phoning me from all over the world. My parents in South Africa, my family in Australia, I got friends in the UK, and they're like, what the hell is going on? And at the end of the day, you guys, all this does become overwhelming, okay? So when you turn to YouTube, and this is just me, when you turn to your favorite creators, you just want to, you know, get that escape, should I say. Let me say that. It's just like an escape. I know Emily D. Baker also had a live, and I couldn't even, because I didn't want to hear about it. It seemed so like surreal, you know, like this is not happening. How can this be happening in the United States? So when I turn to YouTube, I don't want to come and hear about other people's perspectives and hear about politics. I can get that from my TV. I can switch my TV on and I can listen to the news, what's happening, you know, but that's just me. So anyway, you guys, everything on her first live, which she deleted or privated, it was a shit show, an absolute shit show. So she went back on, and she was going down this road of her political views, how she feels. She even put on her Twitter. This is what she put on her Twitter. At the end of the day, I'm not telling her what to say or what to do or what to put on her social media. I'm not saying that. But you are a public figure. People come to you and basically get your perspective of things, you know. So we got to respect everybody's feelings. That's just me. That's the way I feel personally. But clearly, Katie took a different route on everything. And also a thing that I can't seem to understand with Katie, you know, it's like she can't separate her work life from her personal life, you know. I'm not telling her how to run her life, but I'm just trying to figure things out. Because me personally, and I know a lot of other people, you know, when it's like quality time with your spouse, it's quality time. If you want to talk about politics, you both are so like into what's going on. Yes, it's devastating. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely devastating what went down. So why can't you have a conversation between each other? Why the need to go on social media or make a video about this, knowing the backlash you're going to get? It just makes no sense to me. It's like she wants this. It's like she's enjoying this. But on the other hand, it's like also complaining about it, bitching about it. I just can't seem to figure things out with Katie. But anyway, let me play this clip for you and then we'll talk about it.
I'm not going to pay anyone $5 million. I'm not going to lose anything. YouTube is not kicking me off of this platform. I'm not going to quit my social media. And just because this is going on doesn't mean anything. So there you go. Like, you just crushed a bunch of people's hopes and dreams. I know. Oh, you're going to pay $5 million. That's not happening. Period. Point blank. I'm not going to go broke. I'm not going to lose my channel. I'm not going to file for bankruptcy. Like, just stop. I had to say that because I'm so sick of hearing that. You just need to get off YouTube. You're going to lose everything. YouTube's going to shut you down because you're a criminal. No, I'm really not.
Remember I said to you, you're going to hear her husband's voice in the background. So after she made this statement, which she felt she had to say, I even took notes. I literally even took notes. She says, She is not paying anyone $5 million. She is not going to lose anything. YouTube is not kicking her off the platform. She is not going to quit her social media. And just because she is in a lawsuit doesn't mean anything. And in the background, you have a husband saying that you just crushed a bunch of people's hopes and dreams. Let me just let that go, because there's so much I can say, but you know, just out of respect, I am not gonna say anything about Todd. I'm just not gonna say anything about Todd. I truly am not. I'm gonna respect her husband, and I'm respectful of her too. But this is just my thoughts and opinions about things. Absolutely my own. Then you guys, you know, if I was in the situation, which I don't wish I was in, but if I was in the situation, I would literally be as humble as ever. Let me just do my videos and call it a day, you know. But as she said, she knows what she's doing, so we'll leave it at that. Then she moves on to some woman by the name of Suzanne, which is an ex-co-worker of hers from Pethios or something like that. She goes in on this woman. How does she feel that she is better than everybody? Because what she says other people are doing to her, she seems to be doing the same thing to other people. She goes off on people like, it's unbelievable. This is what she said about this poor woman, Susan. I don't care if Susan allegedly told you or spread rumors that you have Munchausen, whatever it is. It's like, Katie, if you know it's not true, fuck it. Let it go. Let it go. You got nothing to prove to anybody. Let all this noise from these other creators, just let it go, because you are no different. This is the same thing you were doing to other people. You make fun of people, but just call it snarkiness, which is not snarkiness. You call it skits. It's not skits. These are human beings that you're mocking. But let's move on.
The funniest thing happened to me today. There's this ridiculous woman. Her name is Suzanne. She's psychotic. She is my former colleague at Pathios, and I was supposed to have this meeting with her last year, and I was having a massive attack at the day. All the trolls were going after me. And I missed our appointment, and she freaked the fuck out, and she blocked me. And then since then, she has been incessantly posting about me, and she's mad because I stood her up for that meeting, and she's released private conversations about me, which whatever. And she is obsessively following me. She finds glee in what my downfall. She literally admitted that she is rejoicing in my struggles, and she is accusing me of being people. So she's accusing me of being all these different people, which, by the way, I don't have stock accounts, I don't have fake accounts, I don't have time for that. I'm not going on to Emily Baker's channel, or anyone's channel for that matter, and posting fake comments. That's stupid, it's immature, and it's not how I roll, I don't care. And they're she's so obsessed with me, and I literally, someone commented today, and they, tweeted me, they subtweeted me on her thread, and I responded to her. Oh my god, Suzanne is fucking psychotic. She is insane. She's mad at me because I have sources with the Duggars. She's mad at me because I cover the Duggars. She doesn't think anyone else should cover the Duggars. She's petty. She has been talking about me nonstop for almost a year. She's crazy. So I get tagged on one of her tweets where she's accusing me she's accused me of being a drug addict, child neglect, child abuse. She's constantly going after me, and it's I get tagged onto one of her tweets, basically accusing me of being some stock account, accusing me of going on everyone's YouTube pages, whatever. And I literally responded, and this bitch is so stupid. I'm not blocked, and she puts a tweet up and goes, if Katie responds, I can't see her because she's blocked. I literally retweeted her, and I said, why? If you can't see me, why am I retweeting you right now? Why am I looking at your tweets? And then she blocked me. She's a pathological liar. She literally told people that I blocked her. She said I blocked her. I missed an appointment with her. She said that I blocked her. No, she blocked me. She is demanding I apologize to me, but she won't respond to me. And then when I'm literally on her Twitter, she's saying, I can't see what Katie's saying because she's blocked, but I'm not blocked. And then she blocks me 2 hours later after I've retweeted her and told her that I can see her and she's being a hypocritical, And then people that don't like her are sending me messages about her and her antics and It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. And these are the people that are after me. It's so dumb. So Suzanne, get a life. You're like, apparently she keeps telling people that she's going to stop rambling about me, and then she just keeps going. So I've never dedicated an entire video to her. I've never called her out, so I guess here you go, Suzanne. Forget about it. You're stupid, and let it go. Yeah, I called you a name because you are stupid. I'm only saying those things because you said I have Munchausen's by proxy. I'm an alcoholic, drug addict, and I neglect my child, and I am a terrible wife, and you diagnosed me with everything. You make me feel compassion for all the people that you go after and how nasty and mean you are. And I know she's petty jealous because she used to go after this other person on patios all the time because she covered the Duggars. She does not like when people cover the Duggars. She thinks that she owns the Duggars. She thinks that she should be the only source to the Duggars, and she got really mad at me she got so frustrated when I got an in with Derek Dillard because she's never been able to interview them ever. And when I became friends with Amy, it drove her crazy.
She talks about Susan, and she says all these things about Susan. Susan is ridiculous. Psychotic, insane, petty, she's a bitch. Calls her stupid 3 times. 3 times. She's a hypocrite. She's a narcissistic psychopath, and she's jealous. Now, apparently or allegedly, the reason she's jealous is that because she has a contact with the Duggars, with Amy Duggar. You know what? If I go back and from what I have observed from knowing Katie Joy, she has always and tried her best to always want to be on the top. On this platform, nobody can be on the top. You should just be grateful for where you are, for the subs you have. You went in and you diagnosed this woman with every mental illness under the sun. All I'm saying is, Katie, let it go. Let it go. Those haters are not going to stop. You know the saying, let the haters be your motivators? Write that on a sticky note and put that all over your house and use that. Let them motivate you. If you are so certain and so positive that you are going to come out of this unscathed, props to you. Props to you. Personally speaking, if I were you, I would be on my knees every day. I would be, well, unfortunately, don't believe in God, so never mind. Let's move on to, she goes into Laurie Anne. Now, a little backstory about Laurie Anne. Laurie Anne was named in one of the responses to the lawsuit because she denied Laurie Anne. So apparently, Tati's lawyer, Salsi, was actually in one of her lives where he noticed Laurie Anne giving a super chat to Katie Joy. And in one of Katie Joy's lives, she said Laurie Anne has a best friend. But this is what she says about Laurie Anne.
I know all of you guys get accused, and then if you do support me, you get harassed. That's all by design. They want to make an example out of you. They want you to not support me so that if you do support me, you'll get harassed. Like, look what's happening to Laurie. Laurie's irrelevant. She's not my friend. I don't know anything about Laurie. She's not my best friend. I don't have a relationship with Laurie, but she's somehow now some sort of a co-conspirator with me, which is not true. It's irrelevant, and it's all just to make an example out of Laurie because she had the audacity to stand up for herself. It's sick. Laurie has been trashed. Creepshow Art, dedicated a video to her, defaming her. It's terrible.
She says Laurie Anne is irrelevant. She's not her friend. She's never been her best friend. And she doesn't know Laurie Anne. Now, if I was Laurie Anne, I would be like, bitch, I went through hell and high water for you. And you want to turn around and say you don't know me? Okay. Because let's go through the avenues and how far Laurie Anne went to defend Katie Joy. I highly suggest, if you haven't watched it, please go ahead and watch Creepshow Art's video that she did on Laurie Anne. I'll actually link it down below. I did take some screenshots from that video to show you, just as an example, about the connection Laurie Anne has with Katie Joy. So the first one we go into is, this is what's on Laurie Anne's Twitter. I don't think she has Twitter anymore. I think all that is deleted. But this is what she has. Katie Joy posted on her Twitter on September 7, 2020. Katie Joy at Without a Crystal Ball official replying to I'm just going to butcher that last name, I'm not even going to try. My fiercest and loyalist next to at Blood Tour. Now remember Laurie Anne's Twitter? Laurie Anne at Blood Tour. So Blood Tour and at Real Housewife 0. Those are the fiercest and most loyalist. Okay. This is someone you never knew. You didn't know. Then, this is where Tati's lawyer was in one of her lives. And it says, Laurie Anne gave a $14.99 super chat. And this is what she says. Tati's lawyer is a creep that needs a restraining order. He has been passive-aggressively me. She must have meant he has been passive-aggressive to me. But anyway, since I have been the most vocal in standing up for you, this is all my fault. Gets even better, because this woman reaches out to this lawyer. And this is what she says. I suggest you stop doxing me and accusing me of doing things I haven't done. All those trolls that surround you are the harassers. You call yourself a professional, yet you allowed your troll army to dox me. Unless you have proof I have done anything even close to illegal, you best stop it. You have already doxed me, and I don't even know who the hell Tati is, nor have I supported Katie for months because I was harassed and stalked. Now let's go back. This live was done now recently in December, where Laurie gave a super chat of $14.99. So much for you haven't supported this woman for months. Then we move on. This is how she defended Katie Joy. Michelle, as Kim from Unveiling the Mask, I will give anyone my address. Come for me. I have relatives that have spent time in prison who protect their own and are not afraid of going back to prison. I know who the people are behind this hate campaign. Wow. Please share if you feel inclined to do so. I found myself, along with several others, have been targeted by these people for defending Katie. I've made it clear that if they continue to harass me, they will have consequences one way or the other. One way or another. Laurie Anne, and this is for Unirock. I have Facebook friends that are also my Twitter friends who can verify who I am and who my family is. So if Steve McRae thinks he can continue harassing me, then my family will protect me, and they are all over the US. So that's who Laurie is, Laurie Anne. Laurie Anne, this is my thing, you guys. If you feel inclined to go ahead and try defend Katie Joy, if you are being, for number one, doxed, you know what, at the end of the day, you inserted yourself in this drama. You know, if you are getting threats or people's coming after you, go to the police. Report all this to the police. Don't go around threatening people's lives. It's like, are you kidding me? What are we in? The Wild Wild West? Then she goes on to say, now she wants to, how do I say this? Defend the same person that's irrelevant and that's not her friend or not her best friend. She wants to come to their defense and say, oh, look how Creepshow even did a whole video just for her. Well, Katie, did you not see all this that's going on? Did you not? This woman is literally threatening people's lives. She is disrespecting your opposition's lawyer trying to defend you. And all you can say is she's irrelevant, she's not my friend, you don't know. Damn, you're cold. You truly are cold.
I know, they're all the same. So if you don't like me, but don't tell me to be less liberal, don't tell me to not care. Like, I don't care. I'm at this point where it's like, I'm not, the vintage Katie is back. I am not placating. I'm not going to pretend to be less me. I'm not going to listen to my YouTube manager and be like, you should do things that don't upset your audience. Dude, everything I do upsets my audience. Like, no. Well, are there topics that you can avoid? Anyways, don't feel bad about defending me. Defend me. Go for it. Have fun. Like, don't feel like just because you defend me that they can make an example out of you, because we'll make an example out of them. We will. We'll prove to everyone what they're doing to you guys. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Speak your truth. I always used to say, like, don't feel like you have to defend me. But now I'm saying, like, if you're seeing this bullshit and you feel compelled, you can defend me. You can. You can speak out against bullying. You can. You can tell the trolls to go away. You can tell them that they're not welcome. The reason why they are so invested here is because they feel like they can and that you guys aren't going to respond because I've told you not to, and they've manipulated that and they've pounced on that. So I just say, I have your back. You're not going to get harassed, and if you do, you just send me a DM and you tell me, and I'll put them on blast. They're not going to mess with you. We'll take care of it. And they're not welcome here anymore. And I'm sure the people record this and be like, see, she's instructing people to do things. No, I'm saying you're not going to be bullied by these people anymore, and you shouldn't be bullied because you support me or that you like me. The only reason they're doing that is to make it look like, they're doing it to ruin my business, and they're doing it to ruin my credibility. And I don't bend to bullies, and I'm not going to bend to bullies, and I'm never going to bend to bullies. And you're not going to ruin me. So I love you guys, and thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And you haters are not welcome here, but I love my subscribers, and that's who I am focusing on from here on out. Bye.
I wonder how your YouTube manager is going to feel about you after you basically disrespected him. You plain down said how your YouTube lawyer gave you advice. I mean, my bad. How your YouTube manager gave you advice for your well-being. Your well-being. But no, Katie Joy knows better. She knows what's best for her channel. Nobody else knows, but she is. How many people are trying to get a YouTube manager? But no, Katie knows best. And can somebody please step forward that has been listening to KJ? Because if you are listening to KJ, take what is going on with Laurie Anne, for example. Take a page out of her stupidity book for getting involved, for defending KJ. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even if you so, as Katie says, if you feel inclined to defend her. Oh, if they come after you, DM me. I'll put them on blast. What? Are you kidding me? Do you all want to be in the same position as KJ is in? Please don't. Because if you do, and if she expects you all to defend her the same way that Laurie Anne defended her, she is definitely 100%, and please correct me if I'm wrong, inciting violence or promoting violence. Because all that woman did was threaten people's lives. You know, she had the balls to DM the opposition's lawyer. Why isn't KJ taking all this and handing it over to her attorney? Why? Because she feels she's invincible. Nobody is invincible. Absolutely nobody. If you do feel that you need to defend her, do it another way. Keep watching her videos. Keep supporting her channel. That's the best way you can defend her. Don't get yourself involved in legal matters. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't jeopardize yourself for Katie Joy. Please don't do it. That's the way you can defend her or help her. Support her channel, people. Please don't go out there and be mean to other people. Same way what KJ feels she will do, she will carry on doing what she's doing. She's not listening to nobody. So how is if now an army of KJ supporters go out and blast all these people? What good is it going to do? It's not going to do any good, you guys. Just stay in your lane. KJ can't seem to keep her mouth shut. It's unfortunate. It is so unfortunate. But at the end of the day, she will do what she wants to do. Nobody's getting through to her. It doesn't even seem as though her lawyer is getting through to her. Because why? KJ knows best. She will continue to do what she wants to do, and nobody else can tell her what to do. True. But at the end of the day, you're just digging your own hole deeper and deeper. You went after, look at all the tweets you've been putting out. She said this on her Twitter. Some lied in a sworn declaration, allegedly, and it wasn't me, but no one is talking about it. It's so weird. She's referring to the motion that they just filed where they accused, or they stated in their declaration that James Westbrook actually lied about his residence. If you go and watch UNCIVIL Law, he did break it down last night. I didn't watch anybody else. I don't think Emily D. Baker has broken it down yet. But you guys, oh my goodness, I just checked her Twitter. This woman is going off. She truly, honestly, at this point, she's losing it. She goes on and she says, and this is now within the last hour. Imagine if I filed a court document claiming residence in one state, then claim residence in another state at the same time in another court. The internet would call for my arrest and have me in prison. How fucking sick is this? How sick is this? Does she think she's going to get away with this? Honestly speaking, when presenting yourself as a professional in the legal field to discuss a case that you have no experience in covering, your only statement should, this case is outside my scope of expertise and commenting on the specifics would be unethical. I think she's going for Emily D. Baker. Let's move along. Emily D. Baker. Be honest with your audience. Tell them that you never responded to my email about putting you in touch with my counsel. I told you that you could be given our side from my counsel, but you never responded, nor contacted him. That's not being unbiased. Then she goes on. Take a look at her Twitter, and it's clear to see who she communicates with about this case, and it's not people from my side. See where she gets her leaks from. It's not my side. I'm not saying she's working for anyone. I'm saying she's not unbiased. Lord help me. Lord help me, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Her last tweet, or the one that I just took, I think this is the last one I took. When a giant is going up against a mouse, their audience will trample you. Commentators will typically side with the larger audience because they don't want to deal with backlash. Just remember that. I have no idea with this woman. It's like, she says her life is boring. Okay. So clearly that's where you get all the time to do all the shit. But on the other hand, you have a family, you know. She is, as I said in one of my videos, this woman is coming apart at the seams. This lawyer of hers needs to rein her in, because she is digging that hole that she won't be able to dig herself out of at this point. Why are you coming for Emily D. Baker? Are you looking for another lawsuit at this point? Why isn't she going after UNCIVIL Law? Why isn't she going after Nate the lawyer? There's quite a few other YouTube channels that cover this. Why is she going after them? She's just going after Emily D. Baker. This is like, what the fuck is going through this woman's mind, honestly? And you know what? I don't know. She has this beautiful baby boy at home, that needs so much care and attention. So while you had your fingers on the fucking keyboard, tweeting all the shit, you could have been spending time with him. I am just getting so annoyed at this point because it's like, Jesus, take the wheel at this point. But you guys, at the end of the day, you know what? I'm glad it's not me. I'm so happy it's not me. I still will pray that this woman comes out of this unscathed, just for her son's sake. That is all, just for her son's sake. And again, I plead to those that feel inclined to go and defend her. Do not put yourself in harm's way. This is not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. She is bringing all this upon herself. So you guys, that's it from me. I am going to have a nice finish my cup of coffee, relax with my babies. I don't know what's in store for me for this weekend. My little girls already asked me, oh mom, can we do face masks and watch a movie? So it looks like that's what we're doing. And hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Please be safe out there. Please wear your mask and don't forget, be kind to one another. So you guys, until the next time, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.